Good morning children, I am Poonam Bagga, your maths teacher, and here we are starting class 8th maths with chapter 1, which is rational numbers. Let us begin with some play here. We are having some balls in the picture. Let us count them. They are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 balls are here. Similarly, if I give you some apples or some books and ask you to count them, how many are they? Then naturally you will start counting from 1, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So these numbers which are used to countable items naturally are called natural numbers. The set of natural numbers is denoted by capital N and they begin from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. They go on till infinity. Now let us play some cricket and strike a 6 on each of these balls and send them out of the boundary. Let us do so. All of them have gone out of the boundary. Now how many balls are left here? Naturally you will say no ball is there now, or we can say 0 number of balls. Here comes another number 0. And now natural numbers together with 0 form a new set of numbers which is called whole numbers. The set of whole numbers is denoted by capital W and it begins with 0, 1, 2 and so on. It goes on till infinity. These numbers can be represented on a number line as shown here. 0 is placed at the center, then comes 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now let us suppose that you are standing at point 0 here. Now if I ask you to take 2 steps forward, where will you reach? 1 and 2. You have reached at this point 2. Now if I ask you to take 3 steps back, where will you reach? 1, 2 and 3. Here you reach. What is the location of this point? Since it is near to 0, we give it the number 1, but since the direction is reverse, we give it a different sign which is minus. So you will see that all the positive numbers lie on the right side and now a new set of numbers with negative sign are placed to the left of 0. All these numbers, negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers together form a new set of numbers called integers. The set of integers is denoted by capital Z. Now let us move to the rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers which can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and the denominator Q should not be 0. Let us think of some examples in which we can write it P by Q form. Simple examples: 5 by 6, 2 by 3. You can think of many examples. Since P and Q are integers, therefore they can be negative also. Minus 2 by 3, minus 7 by 5 and many examples are there. What can you say about the natural or whole numbers? Are they also rational? Are they rational numbers? You are not able to see it in the form P by Q, but still they are rational numbers. How? We can place 1 in the denominator of each of these numbers. By placing 1 in the denominator, their value does not change and they are in the form P by Q now. So all the natural numbers and whole numbers are also rational numbers in this way. Similarly 0. 0 is also a rational number. We can place 1 in the denominator and it becomes a rational number. But let us think about 1 by 0. Is it also a rational number? No, it is not a rational number because division by 0 is not defined and we give it a value which is called infinity. So it is not a rational number. Therefore this condition comes that q should not be equal to 0. The denominator should not be equal to 0. Now before we proceed further in this chapter, let us first recall the addition and subtraction of integers, which will be very much used in this chapter. Begin with 5 plus 3, it is a very simple one. 5 plus 3 is 8. Minus 6 minus 9, again it is very simple. Both are negative, so we will add them, and since they are negative, the sign will also be negative. Recall it, when both the numbers are minus, we add and the sign is also minus. Then minus 12 plus 7, when one number is minus and the other one is plus, we subtract and the sign comes of the bigger number. So we will subtract and get 5, 12 minus 7 is 5 and the sign of the bigger number is minus, so it will be minus. बड़े नंबर का साइन लगता है और जब एक माइनस एक प्लस होता है तो हम सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे और साइन हमेशा बड़े नंबर का लगेगा. 8 minus 10, again it is 2 and minus. We will subtract, we get 2, and since the bigger number 10 is minus, so minus 2. Minus 5 plus minus 9. First there are two signs, plus and minus. We will decide which sign will remain here. One sign will be chosen and that will be minus. Whenever plus and minus come together, minus wins the race, or we can say in simple language, plus और minus की लड़ाई में हमेशा minus जीतेगा. So minus 5, minus 9. Again both are negative, so we will add and place a minus sign. Then minus 7 plus 16. Why plus? Because minus and minus together becomes plus. So minus 7 plus 16, it will give me 9, because the bigger number is positive. So plus 9, no need to write plus, 9 itself means it is a positive number. Next, let us recall the addition and subtraction of rational numbers. First is a simple case, 6 by 7 plus 4 by 7. Here the denominators are same. We will write it once. Denominators same है, उनको एक बार लिखेंगे और ऊपर 6 plus 4, it becomes 10 upon 7. Many of you add it in this way, 10 upon 14. And I know many of you must be thinking that this is the answer. This is wrong. Whenever the denominator is written, it is written two times separately, we write it once while adding or subtracting. दोनों को अलग अलग लिखने की बजाय एक बार लिख लिया और उनको ऐड कर लिया. Now the second one is, we are having the denominators 8 and 7. They are not same. So first of all, we need to make the denominators same. For that we need to find the LCM. Now 8 and 7 are co-prime numbers. What do you mean by co-prime numbers? Numbers which do not have any number in common except 1, or in simple language we can say numbers which do not come together in any table. ऐसे numbers जो एक साथ किसी की table में नहीं आते और 1 के सिवा कुछ भी common नहीं है, ऐसे numbers co-prime numbers कहलाते हैं. और इनका LCM कैसे लेते हैं? Simply दोनों को multiply कर लीजिए. The LCM of co-prime numbers will be simple, multiply both of them. This is the LCM, and in this case we can write the above numbers by cross multiplying. 3 7s are 21 and plus minus 8 5s are 40. We got it. Now 21 minus 40 upon 56. Why minus? Because between plus and minus, minus wins the race. This gives me the answer to be minus 19 upon 56. So this is the answer. We move on to the third part. Here you see the denominators are 4 and 12. One number is a multiple of the other. In this case, the number 12 is a multiple of 4 So the multiple number will be the LCM. We write it 12. 12 is the LCM. And now in this case we cannot multiply it cross in cross. So what will we do? 4 3s are 12. So 7 3s are 21 minus 5. Because 12 ones are 12, so 5 ones are 5 will come as it is. This gives me 21 plus 5 upon 12, which is 26 upon 12. This is the answer. We move on to some other cases. Here the denominators are 12 and 18. Both numbers 12 and 18 are neither co-prime and nor one is the multiple of the other. दोनों ना तो को-प्राइम हैं और ना ही एक दूसरे के मल्टीपल हैं. तो ऐसे केस में हम इनका LCM डिवीजन मेथड से निकालेंगे. इन सच अ केस we will find the LCM by division method. We write 12 and 18. Start with 2. 2 6s are 12. 2 9s are 18. 3 2s are 6. 3 3s are 9. 2 1s are 2. 3 will remain as it is. Then 3 1s are 3. So we get the LCM to be 2 3s are 6. 6 2s are 12. 12 3s are 36. This is the LCM. Now let us add here. We take the LCM in the bottom to be 36. 12 3s are 36. So 7 3s are 21 will come here. 18 2s are 36. So 11 2s are 22. This gives me 21 minus 22 upon 36, which is further minus 1 upon 36. This is the another case. Here you can see there is no denominator in 2. So either we can add it by placing 1 in the denominator and taking 5 as the LCM, or one more method is just multiply 5 and 2 and simplify. Minus 3 plus multiply both these numbers, this one and this one. 5 2s are 10 upon 5. In denominator it will remain 5 as it is. It gives me 7 upon 5. Is it clear? Now one confusion is there between rational numbers and fractions. What is the difference between rational numbers and fractions? Let us move on to the difference. The rational numbers are having integers in the numerator and denominator, whereas the fractions have whole numbers in the numerator and denominator. Let us see it. Let us first draw one pizza. You can see it can be divided into some slices. Now fraction represents a part of something whole. For example, if I take one piece out of it, this represents 1 by 8. A fraction represents a part, a piece of something whole, whereas rational numbers do not represent such a thing. Second thing, in fractions the numerator and denominator are whole numbers, whereas in case of rational numbers they are integers. So they can take negative values also, but here negative numbers cannot be taken. This is a big difference between fraction and rational numbers. I hope it is clear to you. So in this class children, we learnt about natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Then we recalled addition and subtraction in integers and rational numbers. I hope this will be helpful to you in our next class. Till then, revise the chapter. We will meet again soon. Thank you.